Hey, Haxo. How you doing? Have you stopped looking at Fanatec pages yet? And all the info. A poor man, but a good man. It'll be well worth it. Fear not. Best decision I made. And as you well know from the EGX sim, it's a completely different ball game. I must say, I was playing the other night, and I was just doing some normal unranked lobbies. I was getting, hit off and pushed back a bit and everything else, but it was still fun, despite the fact that and I know with my old wheel it wouldn't have been as fun because you just wouldn't have had the same feeling from it all and everything else. It's great. Definitely looking forward to it. Yeah, good.
And it's lights out and away we go.
Hey, Iceni, how you doing? How goes it? The keep an eye out, Haxo, because the mine came very very quickly. Surprisingly so, because I ordered mine on like a Saturday, I think it was, and they packed it on the Monday and started shipping, and it was here on the. It was either here like the Tuesday afternoon, like the following day, or it was on the Wednesday morning. It really didn't take long at all, which is good. But yeah, hopefully have it nice and soon. Hey, Timey, how you doing? How goes it? Oh, sponsorship renewal. They've got 56 days left. It'll be fine. Yeah. Haxo says, "Bless you, Millie." Millie says, "Thank you." I don't know if you can hear it or not. I finally rigged up the Elgato Wave mic that Lionheart gave me, and it's on a little boom arm just here. It's just out of shot, but it may dip down depending. And yeah, hopefully it sounds all right. You have to let me know if it's a bit too loud, a bit too quiet. But but yeah, it's got the noise cancellation on it. But I think it'll probably pick up Millie in the background. But that's okay. She's just having a chill. So in fact, I'm going to move the cable off of it. Or up onto the top of it. I need to fasten a few things. There we go. Haxo and Dark on Monaco in the rain soon. And BR, yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely Rhino, yeah. There he is. No. It wouldn't be a race in the rain at Monaco without BR. So we'll all be there. We need one another to be able to, suffer together. The wider collective. It's the only way to get through it. Who needs front wings anyway? Exactly, right? Exactly. What were we doing? We were checking our sponsors, weren't we? Stations I'm not fussed about right now. Sponsors. No, 56 days. Oh, yeah, see these 14 days. That it feels like a future me problem. Axo, thank you very much for the Prime sub for 3 whole months. Thank you. Millie's doing okay. She's had a real emotional day, but she's doing all right. She's just having she's feeling a bit poop, but she's all right. She's done real well today. So, but yeah, she's just a bit drained. So she's having a nap in the background. So yeah, excuse any Millie noises. God, she's making some real strange noises. Huh? She just, I don't know if you heard that. She said if she snores, you'll have to tell her. Or do we? Mwah, 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 mwah. We'll see. If she's giving me evils, yeah, we'll have to tell her. eventually. Hi, Sini, thank you for the hydrate. Yeah, do we need to change this sponsor then? Can we change this sponsor yet? I think we filled in everything the last time. We've only got it's only 3 days between. Did we do R&D? Upgrades, roll dampeners, heavy dampeners. I've just got engine cover now, so I don't think we did. I think we must have come off the back of the last race and just gone straight into this. Flip the snoring and put it on Discord. That was Iceni. She's saying no. But I mean, technically, I can't stop anyone doing that. So, you'll be fine, probably, with the snoring. I can turn down the mic sensitivity if needed. So we'll see. If we suddenly hear some snoring in the background, we'll desensitize the mic. Don't put. It's not me saying these things. It's chat. Blame chat. Oh boy. Right. Ooh, 40% chance of failure. Beautiful. Why not? So we got some turbo upgrades. I think we'll save the rest of our points for now. Don't blame us. We're not doing anything. We did nothing. You haven't done anything yet. Right, so we can use the control electronics for this race, for this practice, and then we need to change over before the race. And then the gearbox is starting to look a bit sus, but hopefully we can use it here at Zandvoort. And then we'll look at changing it. Otherwise, I think we're okay. I might actually swap a couple of parts out, especially some of the ones that we've recently switched out just to try and save them a little longer because we've got quite a few more races to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more. And yeah, I'm on the last ICE. The last MG UH. Just swap the energy store. I think that'll probably make it to the end of the season. Turbocharger hopefully will, but again, I think I'll probably switch that out just to try and drop that. And I might even switch the gearbox back for practice, just to see if we can get one more decent race out of it without losing gears. That's not the point. Oh, I see. Yay. Right, we'll change that in practice though. Won't do it now. I think everything's okay. We've spec'd one of our facilities. I think we'll probably leave it another race or two, and then we'll look at monies and start spending a few more pennies on a couple of probably facilities in prep for next year. We're not going to put any into our teammates because I think the likelihood is we'll probably switch for season 2. Jack's been all right, but I think there's better drivers out there now, rating wise, that we could probably take advantage of in the driver market. Maybe even get one of the historic heroes. I don't actually know what their preference says, but might be cool to have someone like Jensen Button, for example. He's got a decent rating. Have some good acclaim to him, so that'd be quite cool to see Jensen back in the car. We will see. Right, let's go to a race, or to practice at least. Yay! Hearts not breaking. Always good. Right. Chair so I don't come to that. Actually, that's one thing. Ricardo too expensive. I think he is at the moment. Yeah, poor chap. In fact, we'll check. Yeah, 9 mil. 9 mil, a rating of 83. And considering that, Button, who's obviously not currently racing in Formula One, actually has a higher rating, so and cheaper. All comments about snoring are paid for by Darker already. Thanks, OCD. Yeah. Yeah, it's fine. I'm the only one that's going to suffer from this. You guys might suffer briefly in the short term with some comments on Discord, but I have to live them out. Villeneuve, yes, Villeneuve could be a good shout as well. 92 as well, and around the same price as Button. So we want a Canadian pairing. We will have a look. Right, let me sort the chair out. I say you'll have to let me know, Haxo, when your Fanatec's all set up, how the load cell feels in your playseat, because I have to kind of like turn my wheels to the side so that I can lean back and push and without ending up across the room, which to be fair works most of the time. But I've had to drop the brake force setting because I can't push any harder without sending myself across the room. Not our problem. I see how this is, guys. Thanks. Yeah, looking forward to trying out. The load cells again, like a completely different feeling as well. It'll be I think you'll like it. I think you'll like it a lot. Right. Tell me if I'm a bit too quiet on the mic. Hopefully, it looks like OBS looks like it's picking up okay, but I've boosted it a little bit, but it's right here, away from my face. Right, what we're gonna do 3 wins for Leclerc. Let's see if we can not bottle it on this. Oh, sounds good though. What are we in? AMG. They got a better start. For a minute, they got a great start. The under braking. Some nice pops and bangs from the exhaust though. And god damn it. Yeah, okay, I think we're fine. We managed to pull out a fairly chunky lead. Christ, what was okay? As the AI takes over, it crashes it into the wall. Nice. Side by side now. I don't know why it drops. It drops the gear automatically in supercars at the start rather than holding the gear, even though I'm holding the shifter. Maybe I don't need to do that in supercars. I don't think it's ever really said. Beat him to the corner. I think we'll be okay. He tends to, or they on the last lap they lost an awful lot of speed on the banked corner, but what is it? It just like tail drifts the tail out as soon as we cross the line, don't it? It must be putting the handbrake or something. That's weird. Never mind. Right, now we've got to chase. Tell you what, we won't hold. It just seems to drop the gear. No game sound. It might be very quiet. No game sound, okay. Let me have a look. Desktop audio. Oh, I tell you what it'll be. Yeah, it's using default, which isn't right. We want it to come through this one. Okay. You should have game sound now. Ride the wall. Beautiful. Broom, broom. Out of my way, indeed. Is the sound coming through right now? Yeah, I can see it. It's popping up now. Cool. Yeah, I don't know why that was. Well, I say that. I think I do. I think it was because the cheers. I think it's because when I plugged in this new mic, it does something quite cool. I didn't realise it. Lionheart was showing me the software it comes with. Wavelink has it's software binded audio, so you can create lots of different sound settings in that, which I believe he uses his XLR station for, to mix everything in, and then he can do cool, funky things to make sure he doesn't get the wrong sound on his recordings outside of OBS already, which is quite cool. Sound is good, awesome. Thanks, Tommy. And we won the 3 rounds. That was all good. To be fair, you guys weren't missing much. It was a nice little growl of an engine, but it wasn't particularly loud. So, right, on to the race weekend. Must remember to change parts in practice, and change back at the end of P3. So I need to do practice 1. Oh gosh, yeah, that's annoying then. Oh, qualifying's looking wet. God. But a dry race, so that could be interesting. Next year's regulations. Regulation changes here. We think this will affect multiple departments, but we aren't sure which ones. Fantastic. Be cautious when it comes to investing in upgrades.
What?
Wet. They asked Lando that at the Japanese Grand Prix the weekend, out in the rain. Can you describe conditions on track? Wet. I don't know if there's some weird kind of code going on there at McLaren, but you can see it's raining a lot. I don't think as amazing as it would be if Lando or Ricardo had found some magical dry line. I don't think it was possible. All right, so Francisco is basically saying don't spend all your money at once, probably, because we might have to invest in other areas. We don't know them. Qualifying is just going to be wet throughout, which is great. Race is going to be dry though, so okay, so it might be one where we have to, again, we definitely want to save the parts then, so we don't have issues in the race, and we can hopefully try and make up places in the race. In which case, it might be better to go long in the race. Maybe start on a slightly different compound to go longer into the race, so we can attack at the end rather than following everyone else and being in the same pit stop windows as everyone else. So we'll see. What have we got? Medium. That's fine. That's fine. Yep. Cool. Okay. Let's go to the session then, and we'll go to track. Been a little while since we've raced here at Zandvoort. Okay, what we got? Race strat, time management, fuel management. Okay, well, let's do a race strat then.
I've had a chat with the R&D team about the new parts, and we're happy that they've been integrated into the car okay. With any luck, you'll be able to feel the improvement, so go and give them a try.
I'd prefer to not put on a parts 84% where it's anything, but thing is, that's had 183 laps on it to get to 50%, so Let's put it on. Let's see. We might just lose out a bit in performance as long as we change it before. If we're struggling with these objectives, maybe I have to change a couple of parts back. But as long as we change it back before qualifying, we should be fine. That will change down because we definitely don't want to run our new part out. Same with Energy Store. Turbo will drop the first one. We'll leave that on. We'll change that maybe before the race. Make that to that one. Right, it's going to take potentially 10 minutes. Okay, well that's fine. We've got time. Oh crap, we've got to change all of them though, haven't we? Should have done this before we came into the session. That would have been the smart thing to do. Right, what's the newest parts that we want to save then? Oh no, it has changed all of them. Is it? Yeah. Oh no, it's not. Oh god, it's going to take ages. Yeah, okay. This is a bad decision. That's fine, we want to preserve the gearbox, so that's fine.
I am stupid. I am stupid.
What else can we change? The turbo is on its newest one. So it'd be good to change the... I'm just not going to have any time to race at this point. Okay. Well, for the next Grand Prix, we'll remember this. We're on the new one. Fitted number 3. It'd be nice to change that. How much time are we going to lose? Another 10 minutes. Yeah, we're not going to have enough time. Okay, well, that's fine. We'll change the gearbox because it's probably our most worn component anyway. So that's fine. Let's change that over and then you won't... then we'll have a bit of time back. Okay. And fantastic, the track is busy, so that's always going to be good. What the time's like? A 1:14.4. The quickest on the softs, mediums, 1:15.1. Okay. Well, let's give it a go. I'll try and remember. I see me. Try. But yeah. Let's see.
And it's lights out and away we go! Okay, give us some good, consistent laps, please. We're looking for good data that we can work into a race strategy.
Stay off the curves here. Or the inside curves at least. Every time I've touched one going around that corner, I've spun on the inside. So... sorry, it's just pace, so that's fine as long as we keep within the green time, will be okay.
Hey! What's this?
Okay. The mediums feel fairly
Super job so
Fairly
far.
good.
We're getting great data. Stay focused.
Beacon's turn 1, but we can make the time up in the last sector without having to use too much battery, so that bodes well for a bit of extra pace in the race. Generally, pace in the engine seems good, so. An extra gear that I didn't need, took a bit too much curb. It's really bumpy around that inside corner. Let's try that again.
Here, you're causing unnecessary wear to your transmission. Try to take it easy, or we're going to risk losing it.
That's fine. We've got another transmission, Mark. It'll be alright.
Okay, that lap was no good. We need you to improve on that.
The F1 drivers take this like high line, which I can't do in the game. It just doesn't exist. I don't know if it's the banking that's off slightly or just the way the cars are set up to handle is just not enough. It feels like there's almost not enough weight to carry the speed around the top of the corner.
Great lap. You nailed exactly what we asked for. Keep it up.
He's just coming out, Joe. I think it was last patch they changed the AI behaviour, so they should move out of the way a little bit more sensibly under certain conditions. Felt like they felt like that worked okay then with Joe coming out of the pits and just in front of us, but obviously on the warm-up lap.
Job so far. We're getting great data. Stay focused.
At least based on where the AI thinks we should be coming. Hitting target pace, we're above, and really not using that much ERS. Well, haven't used any this lap, so it's good. Tyre wears, yeah, what you kind of expect here.
Program complete.
Good. All we need to do is make Darker be good, is say no more red vines. No, the red vines are mine. They're right here. She might have fallen asleep, so it's fine. Somebody gave me fire. Right, return to garage.
And a job well done. We got some excellent data with that run.
I need
so
to crack the
come on
revival
back
open,
to the
actually. I've been
garage and I
saving
can
them.
take you through the numbers.
Haven't opened the pot yet. It's for those that haven't seen the picture on Discord. Good tub. My precious. My own. Even plastic smells like red wine. It is good plastic. But not good eating. What are we looking at? Just over estimated tyre wear, which is fine. Yeah, so 5 laps is going to take off about just under 20% because we didn't have it for lap 1 as we were racing, but that's fine. Okay, what else can we do over here? Because that was a 5 out of 5. Let's try and do fuel management on this one. What time we've got? Might not have enough to do 5 laps. We're hitting 116s. Technically just enough. They got us out in time. We cross the line before timer runs out.
In this programme, we want you to focus on your fuel-saving technique.
We won't have enough.
We're
just under 5 seconds. Oh, we have to do 3 laps though. That's right, so we'll have just enough time. Lap time they want, a 1:16.5. It's on auto ERS deploy as well, so that's fine. I think as long as we've got a slight positive delta going around here, we can lift off a little bit and gain a little bit of fuel saving. Absolutely fine.
Okay,
so we're absolutely fine for fuel.
Really good job indeed. We got a lot of valuable information out of that. Well done. Offline, there's a fault with the rear wing system. Stay out, we can work on a fix remotely.
Oh good, there's a fault with the rear wing system, so I don't have DRS going down the start-finish straight.
Okay, that last lap was a 1:15.
I just wanted to see what my time was on mediums, really. VR and Demon just torched several people. I'm scared. Please send help. Doing what? What are they doing?
We've had to spend time
Who are
repairing
they
the damage to the
torching?
car.
Why are they torching? They're playing plate up though, right? I'm not sure that's the best way to treat your customers. Although maybe that's part of the experience. Maybe that's the dining experience they paid for. Come in, we'll cook your food, and slightly burn you. Sound good? I mean,
It's time to remind ourselves
if that's
of
what
our
the customer
top
wants.
three. Who are
But
Leclerc,
yeah, you get an
Hamilton,
achievement for
and
setting someone on
George
fire.
Russell.
Oh yes, no, I remember you
Sadly,
saying on
it's
the
time to say goodbye
stream the
as
other day,
free
Demon.
practice is over. However, we'll be back shortly for more Formula One action.
It's called Oh No. Oh well, that's definitely an achievement that Billy needs then. You know what? That again, like these practice times. I mean, I know they're not representative of quali, but that fills me with some confidence that in the race, I appreciate they'll probably take another second out of that time. But it fills me with confidence that at least on the mediums, we're, you know, fairly high up there. Interesting to see that the hards are not that much slower, based on Lando Norris's time there. Pickle Force in 6th. Now I'm scared. Yeah, we've been slowly creeping up. After our 4th place at the British Grand Prix, we've had a couple of better races. With again, it's getting into that latter half of the season where suddenly, despite starting last on the grid with the worst possible car and upgrade and lack of upgrades, we're slowly starting to bed in a little bit. And again, like on certain circuits, it's showing on power circuits we're definitely better. The car can have pace, and this is where I think again, you know, we're kind of doing ourselves a little bit of a disservice with a rookie driver, only in the fact that, you know, they're not able to get as much out of the car. That said, Jack was on the hard tyres, so not expecting him to be as fast. So we'll see how he does in the rest of the practice sessions, but we'll see. Oh dear. Sorry, I can just picture BR and Demon running around a kitchen on fire, setting one another on fire, so, you know. Let's go to... I need to use most of practice 3's time for changing things over, so that for qualifying we're not stuck. Because I don't think I won't be able to change anything after FP3, as far as I remember. So let's go to track again. We've still got one more program to do. Fuel management we did. So tire management. So in fact, if we do tire management, all right, I'm happy to kind of skip P3 and we'll go straight on as such. So let's try and do tire management and get... Oh, we're on the softs, cool. So maybe we'll do one kind of quali simulation as well. Although quali's in the wet, so it doesn't matter. But we'll do maybe one stint on the softs to see how much they wear. This may be the first race that I actually consider a medium hard or a hard medium compound strategy.
Just be careful. We need to be sure we can manage the tyres through a lap, so try to keep the wear down through each corner. Be especially careful accelerating on corner exit.
What, a 1:15.8. Okay, so we're going to have to go fairly quick, although soft tyres should lend themselves to us a bit. Who was that? It was Thom. Hey, Thom, how you doing? Thank you very much for the tier 1 sub for 13 whole months. How you doing, Thom? How goes your week so far? we lose out on that bit there, but it's quite a lot of.
Pace is good, and tyre wear was okay on the last lap.
See if I can take it a bit easier than that. Oh. The game menu decided to pop up. Maybe we can build a little bit more of a gap in the first part. Just better to hold it by letting off a little bit. There we go.
Complete and a job well
Lovely stuff. Okay, that worked out
done.
right.
We got some
Doing
excellent
fine,
data
good.
with that
Glad
run,
to
so
hear it.
come on back
Glad
to the garage
to
and I
hear
can
it.
take you through the numbers.
How was it showing? So tyre wear was 5.35%, and so okay, so a little ways down, which is always good. They were expecting just a flat line of good. Oh, I need to speed things up. Let's not do that. Okay, so we're done on all the programs that we needed, which is great. So let's take a new set of softs out. Setup feels fine on balance. I don't really want to tweak anything too much. It seems like we've got pace, so we'll see 1:14.1. We'll see how much closer we can get to those times. How's the track looking? Fairly clear. What I do want to do is reduce the fuel load right down to a quick one, which will be that. Get one flying lap essentially. See what we can do pace wise on old hardware.
Right, we've got enough fuel for 3 more laps.
I don't think we do. Yeah, we definitely don't. Be a little cautious out of that first corner. Didn't actually check to see what our tyre temps were before we kind of started this, but we need to shift down 2 gears there. That's the corner that I've just gone round that I reckon I'll spin out on in qualifying or the Grand Prix. This feels like the kind of corner that I will lose grip as I'm trying to put my foot down a bit too soon.
That's the fastest lap of the session so far.
Felt like a decent run though.
Great work.
Definitely helps with the banking, less braking to slow down and more. Yeah, exactly. I mean, just actually letting the car run into the corner without any braking, as you say, and then either just actually holding. You can actually keep your foot on the accelerator, and perhaps just allow the car to kind of slow itself a little bit with a bit of engine braking, either with a gear shift or, again, just coming off of like 100% throttle to, say, 50 or 40% throttle, but keeping enough momentum in the car to keep things ticking over, which is really nice. And when you hit it right, Zandvoort is really fun to drive, because you can kind of just get a really nice flow together with the car and everything else. Right, how did that look on the timing screen? So, I mean, we're clear by almost half a second clear. 0.4 up. Close to fastest in the first sector, close in the second sector, but miles ahead in the third sector. And it's all to do with that second to last corner, I'm sure of it, the hairpin. Because we'll see when the AI comes around, they don't sit as close on the inside line, because they tend to brake a lot harder into the previous corner, into the S-bend. And they kind of sit not right out on the outside of the track, but they tend to sit more middle of the track. And they sometimes, if it looks like they can probably get on the power maybe a little bit sooner, but I'm tending to go more diagonally across the S-bend, hit the inside apex on the corner, and then just try and, again, I'm not trying to put any throttle down really in the middle of that corner at all. I'm just letting the speed that I've kind of carried into it try and take me around as much as I can. But you're right, BR. The flow of this track is really nice. It's probably, trying to think where else you get it in the current. So probably, I mean, China, although we're obviously not there this year, but Chinese Grand Prix track that's been added to the game now has some quite nice kind of banking corner. And I guess also Portugal as well. The latter half of Sector 3 in Portugal is quite nice, and also the middle of Sector 2, going up the hill and then round and then down and then back up again. There's some banking on those corners, which is quite nice when you get the flow just right. Right, well, let's... we don't need to do practice 3. We can kind of skip through because we've done all the others, and I'm happy with that. Let's use this extra time to see if I can change a few things back. In fact, I only need to change one thing, don't I? So we'll change that component back. I think we'll keep the control electronics on. I think they've got one race left in them, and then all of these components. You know what? There's not too much wear being added. The MG UK has probably had the most wear added in that session, so that's pretty good going. And in fact, if we dip out of FP3 entirely, I don't know if it will add any gentle simulation where we'll check 15, 53, 16, 40, 17, 67, and 60. Let's see, that looks okay to me. Let's have a look on the timing screen, see if anyone pips us. I would kind of expect someone to, because the track conditions are good, but... And there's definitely a bit more in the car. There are a couple of sloppy corners, and I didn't actually use all of the ERS where I expect to. That's interesting. So Verstappen going quicker again, much quicker in Sector 2. They're much quicker, a little bit quicker in Sector 2, but overall...
Now over the line. Let's
yeah, so they didn't catch me.
The flying Finn.
Interesting.
Verstappen.
Very
and
interesting.
Carlos Sainz.
The flying Finn. Should definitely, for next year, you should definitely finally get your own name announcements in game for your career mode. I think there's definitely enough technology about in the game for them to just either synthesize your name out of the words or generate it with a bit of AI. That would be fine. Right, we'll skip practice 3 and we'll go on to qualifying. Look at that. It's going to be wet, which is probably going to be horrible. We might even bin it. It'll be the flying Finn if Demon was racing it. Yeah, I'd be off fly. That's for sure. the acclaim boost looking like? I don't think anything changed there. Oh. Dum, 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 dum. But we won't change anything. Is this still not? Is this still not changed over? It should change over, I think, as we switch. So that's fine. Alright, to track we go. Good God. That last corner could be horrific. Might need a couple of flashbacks here, we'll see. Oh, yeah. Snappy. Just so apprehensive in the wet of putting my foot down too soon. Oh. Lost it in the middle corner there. I mean, at least I can still see George. Just to spin out. Very tiptoey. Please don't throw me off now. There we go. I think that was definitely at the back. It'd be interesting to see how far off we were, and if it was just, yeah, me not being as aggressive on the throttle as I could be. Or
And with qualifying complete, let's review our top three today.
let's see.
Russell,
So 121,
Hamilton, and Carlos
and we
Sainz.
were. Oh, you know
Bye for
what?
now then, but really,
Yeah,
we're just getting
just slow on the
started.
accelerator
Make sure
then,
to
really,
join us again
but
for
not
Lights
miles
Out
off.
tomorrow.
So I just hate the rain. I need to get. That'll be my. Perhaps that'll be for season 2. Perhaps I'll try and do. Oh no, but bloody Stroll's going to catch me in the rivalry. Right, we'll have to try and come past him in the race, but we haven't got many races left, I don't think, for Stroll for the rivalry. Just don't know how easy it is to spin under acceleration in the wet, but look out for turn 11 as well. It's quite blind, very tight. Do you want me to breaking point? He's not time. Thanks, Mark. Time to use the overtake button. Thanks. Thanks for the pep talk. Oh, buddy, old pal. Let's see what we can do. Excuse me. Bom, ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum.
For years, the passionate Dutch fans have been easy to find trackside in races across Europe. Here this weekend, it's even easier to find the Dutch fans as they have a race to call their own once again. A warm welcome to all of our viewers in the Netherlands and around the globe.
Yeah.
It's time to take a look at our starting
Need a
grid
sarcastic
for
option, Mark. We
today's
definitely
race.
do.
What a
Like,
qualifying
less sarcasm,
yesterday
please,
for
Mark.
George
Or
Russell.
more
He'll
sarcasm,
start today-
please,
and
Mark.
a warm welcome to
Right. What does it say? What's the strat? 18 laps. We can definitely drop that down. 18 laps, 22:09. Didn't check the car performance last time, did I? Let's have a look. Okay, so let's tweak this then. So that's 22:09 and 22:14. So let's edit that. And then what if we were to start on the medium? then go soft at the end and have a bit more in it maybe, or drop that back by 1, which is doable. So that's fine. So we actually have a better race time there. Only slightly worse. I just wonder if from the back of the grid, we might not have the pace of the cars in front. I'm just wondering if to get further up, we should try something a bit different rather than trying to attack our way up, burn through the rubber too quickly, and not have a tyre that supports it, and then go soft. I mean, the alternative is go hard, but I think we'll lose probably too much. Let's try it. Let's be different. We need to do a good lap so we can get data. We know asking this is a lot more. Yeah. Thanks, Mike. Let's try it. Let's try this strat and see what happens. We've got a formation lap, haven't we? So, and no one out of position by the looks of things.
Okay, how was that pull away? You'll have a bit more grip than that on the start, but we need to warm the tyres properly now. Make sure you get some heat into the brakes as well.
Everyone in front is on the soft, so we'll see. It may come down to pit stops. And then we should be supremely quicker for, say, the first 3 laps. We can put 3 decent kind of quali laps in.
Stable at the moment, no rain currently expected.
As we switch over to the hard tyre, to the soft tyre, then maybe we can do something a bit different here. These now. Back. See? Bill will spin off the line and early on the ERS, but stay with the back of the pack. Go around the outside. Left gap. Gasly. Christ, he's coming back at us on those soft tyres, though. Might be a bit of a waiting game until we have some ERS to
Okay, we've held position on lap 1.
ERS,
It's not great,
DRS
but
rather.
it's not terrible. Stay focused.
to attack with. Oh, Aiken might have run him a bit wider there and could have snuck down the inside perhaps, but Gasly's looking. Aiken staying on the inside. Gasly runs wide. Aiken's a little slow off the exit and Gasly manages to push his way ahead. Aiken loses it a little bit. Putting his foot down. And around the outside again, see if we can. Alright, let's have that better line. It's fine, it's fine. Again, I think it's going to be a bit of a waiting game this race, but we'll see. As long as we can stay with them. Not sure why I'm checking behind me. I'm a person in last place. I don't need to check behind me. Oh, might have a good run here on our teammate.
Okay, DRS will be enabled this lap. You can use it when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the
A little
DRS
late on the
zone.
brakes, but held position, nice. Nice to lift off quite a bit there to stop himself running into the back of Gasly, but Jack's caught us up a bit.
Okay, we've got plenty of energy. Use the overtake button and have a go. Come on, you can do this.
Hey Mark, I'll try. Starting to eke out a bit of a gap to Jack behind us. Be better if we can get that to over a second, because then we'll the outside DRS attack from him. As I say, the problem with that hairpin though that we don't have in practice, or didn't have in practice because we didn't have anyone close enough to me, is that the line the AI takes around, again they step out into the middle ever so slightly, but not enough for me to actually fit my car down there. Keep me struggling. Ah! Blocked the inside line as well there. I was going to try and hopefully switch back around, but he stayed in the middle. Still, I reckon he looks a bit vulnerable. Lacking a little bit on straight line pace. Try and get back. Try and get in front of him and back up with Gasly, because all the time I'm fighting with him or fighting with these two, in fact, to try and get in front. Jack's staying with me. Better line through there. Yeah, we've got him. God, he had a really poor exit.
We're accumulating somewhere on the MGU UK. To manage this, we're going to need to lower our ERS deployment mode.
Hopefully Jack can push on to the back of Latifi now and keep him off the back of me so I can catch up to Gasly again. Let's have a look at the component stats though and see if Mark's telling fibs or if there actually is a problem with the... Ooh. Oh, I knew we lost it there. Right. Not the corner I thought I'd lose it on, actually. It's this one. I touched the inside of the curb and I tried to correct it, but I didn't actually get enough opposite steering on it, but never mind. Right. Wrong would be MGUK or MGUH? Can't be the H. Shouldn't be either of them. Moment, they're both looking right. Okay, well, we'll ignore that for now, Mark. Because, funnily enough, in the race I can't change the ERS deploy anyway.
Okay, gap ahead is 1.7 seconds. To your teammate behind is 1.9 seconds.
Maybe there is a problem with the ERS actually. That was draining very, very quickly when I was deploying it a minute ago. And it could just be the deploy rate is higher here. That seemed to eat through about 15% very quickly. Leaving those two behind though, which is good. Right, some... okay.
We're approaching the pit window. You're going to be on softs.
So the soft runners are now pitting on lap 9. Christ, lap 9 already. Tell you what, they've gone a lot longer than I thought they would. Our tyres are okay.
Gap to the car in front is 1.8 seconds.
It's Stroll, our rival, so we definitely want to stay out in front of him and try and make some... Of course, it's rare that the overcut works, but we're overcutting onto the faster tyre with lighter fuel, so hopefully it will work. they're all going to pits, which is fine.
Okay, you're in the top 10.
Jack's just pitted. That's good, so we're not going to come out.
Jack is in the pits. Jack is in the pits.
So what are people coming out onto though? They were all on soft, so they're going to go mediums or hards? I can't, again,
The car behind you's just come in for the hard tyres. Car behind, running hard tyres.
doesn't really make sense to me to go onto the hard tyres. But maybe they're not that much slower, and you know, with the extra pace they'll give, maybe that's the most sensible option. Right, we've got at least one more lap. We'll see what the times are to the cars behind. Just a bit more energy. Grip still feels like it's just about there.
We're going to box this lap, push hard on the in-lap.
Like 14.4 Leclerc. What tyres is he on? He's on mediums. So a fresh pair of mediums, it's fine. I'm just keeping an eye on the delta to the car behind because I want to see if they're gaining by a massive amount. As soon as it goes down by a massive amount, that's when I should be pitting, really. So that I don't come back out in too much traffic. Russell is gaining, but I'm going to try and do one more lap. No, I'm not. I'm going to go in. It's just taking an awful lot out, but that's
Okay, be
actually...
careful. We think you're going to start losing some tyre grip anytime now.
That will come in then. Before we get overtaken by the leaders as well. But I'll tell you what though, look, we've led a couple laps of the race. It's the first time this career mode. It's my team mode that we managed to do that, so... Hey ho. Right, see what we can do. Hopefully we'll come out far enough up.
There seems to have been a problem removing
No.
the right rear wheel. We need to try and put it behind us though. And
Ah,
let's finish this race strong.
guys.
That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go.
So disappointing. Looking at the times, we might have just been out in front of Gasly, or we'd have been within DRS range of him there, so... I mean, importantly, we're ahead of Stroll, who's our rival, but...
Let's use overtake and burn off some of this energy.
Okay, we're just really going to have to push now to try and catch up. Make some more overtakes in these last 7 laps of the race. Car's up to temperature. Let's see what we can do.
Okay, the gap behind is 2.4 seconds.
Okay, we're taking over a second out. The car's in front though.
Okay, that's us with 5 laps of fuel remaining. 5 laps of fuel left.
Literally these first 2-3 laps at a push are going to be, I think, what makes the difference here. Keep off the curb. just outside DRS, but we should head down the main straight. Purple sectors though. Sitting ducks, come on! DRS train though. Whoa, Gasly. Little weave under braking there, I think. Whoa!
Okay, we think the underbodies incurred some slight damage.
Bet you do. What happened there? I want to see what the replay was there with Gasly. I tried to cover off the inside. He dives down the inside, and I mean, like a torpedo. Did a Kvyat. I mean, not. I left him. I'm not sure if we came together. Did we come together? Well, maybe just a little touch. But I'm not sure he'd have made the corner. Anyway. And then I almost ran wide. Clipped his front wing, but... Okay, back onto the back of Vettel then. Just try and close up. Almost like he didn't like being overtaken. And then he's fallen right back off, so... Oh, come on, Vettel, don't go that slow through that corner, please. A little bit more speed, please.
Okay, gap to the car ahead is 2.2 seconds.
Leave as much of a gap on the inside this time though, just in case.
Okay,
Vettel decides he's going to get on the inside. Alright, let's push on up to Ocon.
Okay, the underbody's taken some damage. You might start to notice it soon.
Yeah, there's a contact with Gasly. I think more than corners. He kind of rolled over that part of the circuit that's not... It's got the banking on, but you can't have all of the car flat to.
Catching the car ahead, well done, but be aware these tyres need to get us to the end of this race.
What we're on. We've only got 2 laps left though, Mark, so I think I prefer to push at this rate. We're not going to finish in the points, but the further we do finish, the better. Higher up we finish, the better. A little wibbly there. I think this is definitely a good strategy to try. The car's definitely better with the softer compound and less weight to be able to take more advantage of the engine, I think. Engine power that we have. And we're in DRS range. There we go. Set up at least one here. Might be a bit too far back. Whoa. They do like to keep you on your toes though by braking in the middle of the corner. I can understand it if they were really suffering from tyre wear, but they'll both have at least 3 more laps of wear on them over what I've got, so they should be more than comfortable with the amount of
Okay, we've only got 1 lap of fuel remaining.
grip that they'll have. Well, that's alright, because we've only got 1 lap left. Keep off that curb. Again, I think we'll get Ocon. Using a lot of battery, Get gone, go that way.
Final lap of the race.
Whoa. My corner now. And the captain now. Captain of the corner. Lovely. Let me get Albon as well. I think he might just be a bit too far ahead. Close enough here to close him in the last corner. Or am I? He's harvesting. No, we're just going to miss out. Just. Whoa. Not bad though. Not bad from the back of the grid. 22nd to 16th. I'll take that. Driver of the day as well. Look at that. On the up.
What a drive that was to take the win for Ferrari today.
So I'm not been paying attention actually to the overall standings. I'll have to have a look here and see what's playing out in game.
They put together a solid strategy today that appeared
A solid strategy. That doesn't sound like Ferrari at all. They don't put together solid strategies, surely.
To really execute the team's plan to perfection. A shining example.
Shining example of what good strategy can do. Actually, I didn't check to see if the McLarens have applied the new McLaren skin. I think that's in the game now, excuse me, for a limited time only. Oh, Prestige level 1. Lovely. Lovely stuff.
The gap at the top of the championship has been cut down after a difficult race today.
We stopped though the top 10 getting a fastest lap run because we took it, and we took it by quite a massive margin.
I have to give it to the Flying Finn.
The Flying Finn, 2 right, Natalie. We were 4/10 faster than I think the nearest car.
In modern Formula 1.
So that was good. Let's
the lead at the top comes down after a strong
let's have a look at the standings.
Another team that will be satisfied with this
So other than Sainz being higher up in the mix, it's not far off a true representation of what's happened this year actually. That's quite interesting. At least in the top top 6 or 7. That's quite an interesting balance. So yeah. Leclerc has a few more points than he would have done at this point, as does Max, but yeah, interesting that. And what's happening in the constructors? See, look, we're 1 point in the constructors behind Alfa Romeo. To finish 6th in our debut season in the constructors, I think would be fantastic. And driver standings, we're in 12th. We dipped down one spot. I think we were even on points perhaps last time. So Bottas got one point for that. Where did he finish? Yes, he got 1 point. Finished in 10th. Let's actually have a look at the highlights. See what the highlights show from that. Look through. Oh yeah, see if we can spot the McLaren. See if they've got that new skin on. New livery. Yes, they do. It's got a little pink accent around the front. You can see. So yeah, we tried a little dive down the inside, but really wasn't room, and everyone was starting to accelerate away again around the corner. We were quite slow away from that. I think again because I got so close, and the way the AI brake late in the corner sometimes still catches me out. So we dove round the outside here, managed to pit Gasly here, who was then straight back on the back of us, and yeah, went down the inside and actually overtook us. And then yeah, skipping on to lap 4. So we'd managed the Gasly got past his teammate, we got past our teammate, and then we're chasing him, and it was him and Latifi, and then we were, yeah, Latifi dropped right back, Aiken got past him as well. We were then chasing Pierre again, and Vettel in front, and we managed to take Gasly. Yeah, we did. We drove round the outside here. So this was lap 14 when we had the new tyres on, actually, so we'd come out of the pits. I love that slow-mo cam. I just wish they'd give us the opportunity to enact that slow-mo cam in replay modes. And this is where we had the slight coming together with Gasly, but then managed to put that behind us and just kind of drive away from him, which was good. He kept close all the way through here, though. But he then just lost out at the end of the lap, really. Fell back a bit. Again, I guess the better grip on the softs, and then we were actually able just to kind of slingshot round the final corner. Didn't actually need DRS to close up to Vettel, but managed to overtake him nicely. And then lap 17, we went round the outside of Ocon. So yeah, similar thing to what Gasly said. So it was actually we were wheel to wheel all the way through there, and it was only because we had, I think, the inside line that we managed to hold position from Ocon there. But I think we'd have got past him eventually. Later on in the lap, and then it was just trying to close down on Albon, but very close. I should have a look actually at what the timings were from that. How far off were we from Albon, sorry. Oh yeah, a tenth off. So yeah, would have been what, one more lap we'd have certainly been past him, which would have been nice, but never mind. Right, I think we can probably do one more. Good news is we finished a point up on Lance Stroll, so I think that'll keep us ahead in the rival standings. It does, and we've still got a 4-point advantage with one race remaining. So providing we can outscore him there, we will win our rivalry against Lance Stroll, which will be a good victory. Good victory. I think I can hear Millie snoring in the background, so tell me if you can hear her snoring on stream, and I'll drop the sensitivity down. I'm hoping the NVIDIA filter might actually, well, yeah, certainly not a noise that it should recognise for vocal speech. Did I see that right? We're up to 5.6 million. Does that mean we've earned £1 million in prize money on that last
Our running
race?
costs are significantly less than the income we're pulling in. I suggest we start looking for opportunities to spend that profit margin.
It is good, so we can spend some money. Should be good. Durability team building. Yeah, we'll do that. Right. Well, let's choose a sweet dream. Have sweet dreams, Millie. Yeah, I think she will be for sure. I think she's just stopped snoring. Can't hear her snoring anymore. Oh no, there's a little one. That's alright, I don't think you can hear it. So we're alright. I won't get in trouble, hopefully. Maybe. I'll be dreaming of sweets, probably. Right, what facility should we upgrade? We've already done our spec 1 upgrade on aerodynamics. I feel like the powertrain I'm quite happy with. It feels like when we're up there, we're looking pretty competitive. Base stat will be. I mean, I don't mind improving some of Jack's stats, but oh yeah, it was pit stop performance I improved last time. Didn't really help me though in that race. That's a shame. I tell you what, that's what it was. That pit stop actually, that would have also had an impact of where we finished. So yeah, shame that really. Never mind. Maybe we should do chassis and aero if we can. Although Chrysler, really expensive bits. Maybe some quality control would be good on both of these areas, really. Well, let's do that. Let's do quality control in both, because that will reduce failure chances, which is always a good thing. We've still got plenty of money left. Do we want to do something else? That might not be a bad one to do. Positivity impact from team events. That might be a good one just to do, and then we can leave marketing probably alone for a little while. Let's do that as well then, and then we'll leave money alone for a little while, and then let's go across to R&D. Careful not to open, snack, or waft them near her nose. She will wake. Yeah, true. What have we got? We've got streamlined suspension arms, side pod profile. Okay, so we can do that. See, we're right at the bottom of the pack on aerodynamics, so definitely an area we want to step up. 40% chance of failure though. Still, we'll go for it. And then it reckons GK. What have we got? So the crankshaft, because yeah, I mean, look, we're sat fourth essentially in vehicle performance, which I think is a little unrealistic, but especially considering it's putting McLaren at the top, and Red Bull below us, but. Efficiency, we don't really have a problem with most of the time, so that's fine. But any more aero upgrades we could do. We've got the points for. Okay, well we'll keep the points then, I think, for now, and we will come back to it. We've got that going. How are we doing into the see again, chassis wise? So this is where the kind of real development journey comes along, but that's fine. See how we're doing. It reckons we're with the chassis and aero upgrades. It reckons we should actually come up in line or just above AlphaTauri. Should be good. Okay. Durability team dinner. Lovely.
We've had the new parts come through the fabrication process. We'll have them with us for the next Grand Prix.
Lovely. Alright, let's do this rival challenge, and then I will take a brief pit stop of my own and fill up my drink again, and then we'll do Monza. This could be an interesting race to see if, again, we can perform well up against the other kind of power, other teams, considering this is very much a power circuit. Right, what's it? 111 miles an hour. It's 1,107, 102. Excuse me. I do find it interesting that the better teams have to pay more for upgrades and gain less performance index. Yeah, it's I guess it's to try and mirror the realities of the rules in real Formula One. The high performing teams have less R&D time. They have less time in the wind tunnel, for example, and they have so many hours that they can spend and everything else, don't they? So considering that we don't go into that level of detail in the F1 games outside of F1 Manager, I guess possibly that's their way of balancing it out, maybe. So the top teams can still get upgrades, but at higher cost and at lower potential reward in certain circumstances, I guess. Even driving. It must be an Aston. All very wide there. Better get the car around. That was a 108 just as we crossed. Yeah, so we got a silver. Okay, so we can try again. Need to take a better exit, slow it down a little bit sooner, accelerate earlier, and we should be okay. There we go, drive the car out of the corner. I think we just made it. I think we just hit a 111. Yes. Lovely stuff. Right, one more. Get a slightly better entry again. Should be doing this in first person. Definitely not. Lost a load of speed coming out that corner. We've got 110. It was wiggling. Oh, was the Ferrari? Didn't sound like the Ferrari. I guess that's shape at the front, actually. Noise? Yeah. Yeah. Beautiful. To be fair, I must admit, I'm enjoying these Pirelli Hot Lap events much more than I thought I would. They're a nice little interlude. Go to race weekend. Right, yes. We'll jump in here and we won't go through to practice. I'll go for a quick pit stop with my own and we'll be back in a minute, and don't worry, I will mute the mic just in case there are any snorts. Right, we will be back in one moment. And we back. Well, yeah, it's interesting. Must admit, I haven't been paying enough attention, obviously, to what the other teams have been doing performance-wise, because we've got the likes of McLaren, who've shot up from a performance index standpoint, well above everyone else, which is bonkers. They've really had a. I mean, they're off the chart. They're off the flipping chart. Is how good they are. With a black line, aren't we? So we were briefly above the likes of Aston Martin. Excuse me, for 2 races, and then we dipped below again at Spa. So after the summer break, with other teams again, kind of bringing in line other comparable upgrades. Williams seemed to be kind of looking to catch up a little bit, and close the gap, performance-wise. So, yeah, I mean, again, I'm hoping that the engine performance will be good enough here to really make the difference. But let's change some of these things around before we enter the session. So the gearbox is probably again good for one more. Let's put in the old gearbox for that. Control electronics will stay on that and see how we are at the end of it. We may have to then look at switching. But that's done well over 50% of the season, so we'd be fine to switch once that's ready to go. We'll also switch the turbocharger to the first component. Energy store switch as well. And I tell you what, considering that we've got more, we'll leave that in. Then you really. So considering that's actually the MGU-K is the only one we've not gone to the third component on yet. Obviously, other than the fourth component we've got the gearbox, but we want to try and hold on to this as much as possible to get the most performance out on the last couple of races, really. So, because we've still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 races after this one. So we're going to need those components, so the more we can do to save it, the better, really. But definitely seeing some improvement in race results. 19th, 22nd, 20th, 20th, 18th, 9th, 21st, 18th, 20th, 4th, which is Great Britain, 20th, 17th, 20th, 6th, and then 16th. So and we had a fastest lap. So, and I think again where we've done well, it's the likes of Spain, the likes of Great Britain, the likes of Belgium. I think there's probably an argument to say there's less emphasis on some of the low and medium speed corners, which are more aerodynamic and chassis focused, and some more impact driven specifically from the likes of the power saggers. But 16th at Zandvoort, I think, is probably a good result and a good kind of improvement showing. But perhaps some of the aerodynamic changes and the chassis improvements are also helping with that as well, which is good. Oh, excuse me. Right. Let's look at the forecast. So maybe a little bit of chance of rain towards the end of the race, but otherwise we're looking good. Which is good stuff. So to practice 1. Away we go. Put the gloves back on. Bum 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 ba-dum 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 dum ba-dum 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 bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Okay. Right, what practice programs have we got today? Race strategy, track
They told you about the
optimization.
new parts that have come in from the factory, right? Well, they're all fitted and good to go. I hope they do the trick.
That's fine. Pending. I wonder how long it's going to take for those to change over. I hope it changes over. For this, let's do track acclimatization. Start on that. 29, 39. Let's see how much time it takes out either to switch things over or to get stuff ready.
Right, try to nail as many corner gates as you can. The faster you get through each corner, the higher the score. You'll need to deploy your DRS in the DRS zone as well.
Slow there. I forgot this is the gated one.
You're pushing too hard. It's causing your gearbox to take increased wear. Just be careful.
No, it's just that the gearbox is buggered, Mark. It's fine.
We're approaching the DRS zone. Watch your MFD for the activation point.
Yeah, look at that engine. That does not look like a healthy or happy engine. MGUK is the only component in there that looks okay. Wide there. Right, we're past the target, which is good.
That's fantastic. You obviously have a really good understanding of this circuit.
I do, and then I'm out of it. So I didn't brake hard enough. I got too cocky, Mark. He praised me too highly in the first lap. Oh, little look up there. I think he caught a bit of curb with the tyre, maybe. There we are, seems to be flowing through better now though. Just clip that one, a little wide in the corner, floating a little bit.
Great stuff, mate. You've pretty much nailed this circuit.
Yeah.
This is a really strong foundation to build from over the course of the weekend.
start stepping out there.
Okay, test complete, and that was a really good job indeed. We got a lot of valuable information out of that. Well done.
I think we were just off maximum points on that, but I think that's enough to give us 4 or 5 marks if we did all the other objectives. I can't remember. Yeah, we got optimal third sectors 2. Yeah, that's fine. We can pick those up in other sessions if needed. Right, and that was with all the old components on, which is good. So that's fine. So lap-wise, we've still got plenty of wear left as such. We've got 47 laps it reckons it can do with all of these components, which is good. Need to come down a smidge maybe. Okay. But I think, yeah, that's all. Turn the fan. Right, so let's do an ERS one and then let's do a race one. I think we'll be good to go. If we've got time, we might do one quick quali lap on the softs.
In this programme, we're looking at ERS management. This is all about managing your battery efficiently through the lap to hit your target time.
Let's turn the DRS off then.
Drain the battery quickly, but it will also give you maximum power.
See what our performance is like without any passive deploy. Try and only use it if we absolutely need to. They want a 124.9 moderate usage. A little bit there just helps off the line, but other than that I think we're going to be well on target for this. Just timing we're going to have to look at. Speed indeed, Hecto. We might need to use a little bit down the back straight here. We made a little bit up in that corner. And then maybe use a little bit more up the back straight, I think, and then off the final corner. But we should be okay by that point, I think. God, I love the grip on fresh new tyres that you can take around the chicane there. Let's build it back up. Oh. What happened there? Okay, I shifted and it didn't shift again. Let's just... try it again. Yeah, it's fine now. There we go, absolutely fine. Although the rear wing is... DRS is unavailable. Of course it is. Well, that's fine. We, no, don't restart. We did what we needed to do, objective-wise. So that's fine. But the car's falling apart, so you know what. Repair... Yeah, okay, so there's a fault. That's fine. So then it's just race strategy after that. Yeah.
Car repairs have set us back a little.
Zoom through that. Okay, so we can do a race strategy now. Okay, yeah, right, in a minute we can. What did we get on ERS? Yeah, fine. We weren't trying to push on that, but that's fine. What are the lap times? So session theoretical best is a 123, almost flat, and Verstappen got up. Yeah. Sorry, 120. Oh no, so he's just done the fastest lap. So he did 122.882, and it reckons theoretical best is a 122.819. Yeah, because he was a bit slow off there. Hamilton actually. There, so where are we? So, you know, not bad. 12th and 13th. From the two of us at the moment. And that's... yeah, so there's 3/10 between Jack and I, and Jack's on the softer tyres, and we can definitely make that up on the soft tyres. For sure. Interestingly, the fastest lap there was done on the mediums. We weren't deploying, though, so I think we can probably do a little bit more. Let's do this last session, and then we might do one more practice session just to give us practice.
Okay, you
See
should
what the
DRS
general
back
race
online
pace is.
now. We've fixed the problem. Let's go. Okay, we need a few solid laps here to help us calculate a good race strategy.
Deep into turn 1. Bit of Valtteri Bottas lawnmower action there. Miles up on our time though, from where we need to be, so that's good. It's the final time as we come across the line.
Exactly what we asked for. Keep it up.
Okay, let's see if we can improve on that time then. Oh. Almost threw us off there, but Monza's very much one of those tracks where you've got to take some curb, but learning which ones you can take and exactly how much is the art form here.
Job so far. We're getting great data. Stay focused.
Okay, so that was better as well. 1:23.8. It's slightly annoying that the delta time it's reporting directly under our best time isn't actually the delta to our best time, it's the delta to the target time. They almost need two deltas showing, or just move it underneath the target time, I guess, would be clearer in the practice mode. But I think this is promising in terms of pace on the medium tyre at least. think we might go even quicker.
Great lap. You nailed exactly what we asked for. Keep it up.
Yeah, 1:23.6 now. Okay, pace is complete in terms of objectives. In fact, we'll turn ERS off, harvest as much as we can this lap and maybe the next one. Try and do one push lap on these old tyres at the end of practice with a full hot lap of ERS deploy. Won't be quite a true representation because the tyres will have had it by then, but we'll see what we can do. Tyre temps are good, brake temps are good, so nothing being overworked too massively there. Bearing in mind we're going to obviously change the engine parts and everything else over again, so we might have a little bit more oomph come quali. Which will be good. We don't need to push to the line here, we'll just make sure we get in over what we need.
So far. We're getting great data. Stay focused.
We've got behind, so we've got Russell, we've got a little bit of a gap ahead of us. So we might want to let Russell by at some point.
DRS will be offline. There's a fault with the rear wing system. Stay out. We can work on a fix remotely.
Another DRS issue. That's happened in the practice sessions and races now, in the last two races. Not good. Hot lap. Use everything.
And a job well done. We got some
See what we
excellent
can do
data
in this
that
last lap,
Coming back
if we
to
can
the
do
garage,
anything.
take you through the numbers.
Lost a gear midway through that, which might be lag from the gearbox, to be honest, because it is fairly hefty. We'll continue to push on this. We're not going to have time to come in and do anything else this session, so only 2 minutes 41 left.
A mechanical issue means you've lost one of the gears, I'm afraid.
Yeah,
Say again, you
I
have
thought
lost
it was.
access to one of the gears.
Okay, we'll abandon this then. We have lost a gear. Thought we had, because I shifted and nothing happened. Yeah, 5th. Yeah, that's why we skipped. That's why we're a little bit deep into the first corner. No worries, Timey. Nighty night. Hope you have a good sleep, and yeah, we'll catch you soon. Nighty night. Silly Yorks, yeah. Although I must admit, I like the way they've implemented it there. You know, where I felt the gear missing first, and then it's kind of reported. That's quite cool, I guess. A little bit more realism and ambiance to the racing experience, which is cool. Not ideal for me,
Right, let's have you in at the end of this lap, please.
because I've lost a gear. But yeah, makes it interesting for sure. Right, let's park this up. We'll see where a 1:23.6 comes though in the overall standings for Oh, we're going to drive into the Haas pit crew. No worries there. I wish that animation was better. I feel like, you know, since F1 2009, it's always been a case where you just drive through other teams in the pit lane. Feels like could probably be something a little bit better by now. I appreciate in terms of general, you know, animations that you'd want to have in the game. Probably not the highest on the priority list, but, you know, just breaks the immersion a little bit if you drive straight at another team as they're putting a car away. But never mind. Never mind. Right, we're going to run out of that session, which is absolutely fine, but we've smushed these, so I think what we'll do is we'll skip P. We'll use P2 to finish off these missing points to get maximum resource points, and then we'll use P3 to change the car back, and then perhaps do one hot lap on softs, maybe the mediums as well, to see what overall pace is like. But where does that put us? Down quite a bit, actually, isn't it? Oop. I think see the rest of us.
The session has drawn to a close, so let's review our top three.
Let's see then.
Verstappen,
So,
Leclerc, and George Russell. And if today's
oh, so you know
practice
what?
is
That's not too
anything
bad
to go
considering
by,
that the
we're in for an
Williams
exceptional
and
weekend of
Bottas were
Formula
only ahead of
One.
us because they were on the soft tyres, and we finished ahead of the likes of Lando Norris on the hard compound, just ahead of them on the hard compound. So they must have been pushing. Although again, I reckon had we had a fresher set of soft, the mediums on and a bit more ERS, we might have been slightly further along. Then we've got Lance Stroll, Mick Schumacher, Jack, Seb, and Latifi. So yeah, I think there's the pace there. I think we should be a bit higher up, knocking on the doors of number 10 or 11. I reckon 10th or 11th, 12th. 12th just off perhaps. Right. Okay, so practice 2, and we'll do a quick practice for this one. We'll just see if we can, push through. Failed, but of course we can't if we fail one. Let's try again. On tyre wear. 50-50 chance, so, you know, why not take a gamble? And we don't have enough time to do these. That's fine. We'll settle for that, I think, if absolutely necessary. So, hey ho. I think we should still have a fairly decent haul of R&D points out of that. In fact, we can have a look now before we go into the next race, into the next being flat. Could actually start on those then. Design capacity reached, so we can't. Don't think we can do anything here either, can we? No, that's above. That's above. No, that's fine. Okay, we'll save points then. Okay, so before this session, we want to change things over. So no penalty. Good. 63 is fitted. That's fine. Yep. Yep. Yeah. Shall we change things over now? It's had 600 laps. Let's switch things over onto that, and then gearbox. We'll do this last race with this gearbox, and then we'll switch, I think. Yeah, 40 laps overall lifespan expected, so okay, next session. we will go to track because we want to do one kind of quick sprint along. Okay, so we've got two. Got any medium, so we're just going to have to use these softs then. That's fine. We've got two to play with, so let's see what they can do. Go to track. Like that. Look a bit grey over Monza now. I didn't change the fuel weight down. Silly.
Okay, just want to remind you to keep an eye on your tyre temperatures, which you can do on the temperature panel of the MFD. You monitor carcass temperature and surface temperature, and you'll get the best performance when they're both inside a normal operating window. Surface temps tend to fluctuate faster, so try a few laps with the data open and get a feel for how to control them.
Engine's looking healthier though. A little deep into that corner, but we need to do a track in sub-zero temps. The proper chilly. Air temp will be something silly though, yeah, definitely. Right, well we just did a 122.5, which is pretty good going. Fact. Take a cool down lap now. Mustn't go too slow though, because it'll. I think you've crashed on track. I haven't got anyone around me, so that's fine. In fact, I can leave a bit more of a gap if I want to the car ahead. ERS is fully charged again, which is good. So we'll save that and then we'll stick it on the hot lap and we'll actually actively deploy it this time around the track. See what we can do with some slightly worn buffs. Next, thought I heard a bump outside. But I'm either hearing things or they've disparooed. Probably disparooed. Right. Okay, let's set the car up then. Temps are good. Not miss the last corner. Right, hot lap enabled. And we'll deploy as well. Got overtake on when we turn it off. See how much faster we can go. Need another gear. Got a bit too much curve there. nice to get into the 121s. Ooh, a little lucky there, let me get a corner cut. Lloyd's used, there we go. Fastest middle sector, probably because of all the ERS. Yeah, we lost time there on the final corner. 122.3. Okay, not bad. Let's see how that looks in regards to everyone else. I don't think we need to do any more around here. I think we're pretty good going. Not expecting us to stay at the top, but it'd be nice to see what everyone else does or gets close to. So Lewis Hamilton, yeah, into a 121. And I reckon we can get into the 121s just if we can string everything together perfectly. In fact, with a bit less fuel on board, we can probably do yeah, Verstappen. That's fine. I mean, compared to the rest of the field as well, I think it shows that we've got good engine pace overall. So let's advance to qualifying.
It's time to remind ourselves of
Yes,
our
we came out
top
7th
three,
overall
who
in that.
are
Very happy.
Verstappen, Perez, and
Where did Jack
Lewis
finish?
Hamilton. What
16th.
an incredible practice
Okay.
session that was, but the fun doesn't stop.
Right, let's see what we can do in quali, and then we'll go on to the race. As long as we finish ahead of Stroll, get our points, we'll be alright. Okay. Almost tempted to change the gearbox, but I don't think we can now because we take a penalty. I don't think it's going to matter for this race, hopefully. So let's go to track and see what happens. Yeah, it was actually, you're right. So again, I think we won't come out first, but we've definitely got pace to fight with some cars higher up the field, I think, today. Providing the gearbox doesn't shit itself. Little sloppy through there. Probably needed to drop to 4th initially. Russell's running away with it now in the straight line, but we're looking like we should still qualify higher up, which is good. Was that 10th? Did we get 10th? Yes! 10th. That's good. It's a good result. Happy with that. Didn't even see what the time was. Let's see.
With qualifying finished, it's time to
A
remind
121.3,
ourselves
yeah.
once again
Good.
of our top three: Russell, Verstappen, and
So really not
Charles
that far off the likes of
With
Ricardo.
qualifying
Christ,
complete,
Ricardo.
all that
I did.
remains now is the main
Did
event.
that there.
We'll be
Lando.
live and
Bloody hell, to the
uninterrupted for the
120s.
Grand Prix tomorrow,
They were
so
very
make sure you
close.
join us
Very,
then.
very close. And then look at the front as well. Bloody hell, Russell's put it on pole. Peaky what's it? Well done. Well done, that boy. Alright, well. Here we go. Monza. Looks like, you know, we should have the pace to catch up with everyone. I think we'll probably have to go on the soft tyres and try and just keep pace with the top 10. See if we can make our way through it. The one thing I'm dreading is this first corner. This may be where we have to use a flashback or two. Luckily, there's a thing called flashback that we might need to make use of. Right, be very careful on the inner curbs. At the first 2 chicanes here, they're very high and you can easily launch yourself off the track. Yep. Hit your foot to the floor and you'll be fine. Thanks, Mark. Are you ready for carnage? So ready? So ready? Woken and she's disappeared. I think she might have gone for a minute. So she'll let herself back in, I'm sure. Right then. It's only 13 laps. Oh, Kato. You've got a Kato Millie with you? A bit of Bella with you? Oh, are you in the studio? No. There's no Kato in here. Yep. Okay. Cool. I did wonder where you'd gone. I thought you might have gone outside for a vape. But that's silly because you've just gone to the art studio for a vape. So ignore me. Everything is fine. I did wonder where you'd gone. But it's all. But no Kato either. I'm cooling off. That's it. Cooling off. Yeah. So it's got a bit warm in here with all this racing energy. Right. Here we go. Here we go. You did have 2 blankets on. That's true. You were very snug. Very, very snug. So
It's time for the Italian Grand Prix once again, here at the beloved and iconic Autodromo Nazionale di Monza. With the lowest downforce and drag of any circuit in the season, expect to see drivers making the most of the
I do like the
slipstream
new
effect
podium
here today,
up there on that
with top
gangway that
speeds
kind
up
of
to 215
overlaps
and
the
an
track.
average lap speed of around
I should watch these more often. It's
155 miles per hour.
they're well done
Monza's
graphics.
reputation as one of the fastest circuits in the sport
Or
is
videos
well
really
earned.
on this.
We have 11 corners on this 3.6-mile track, with the best overtaking chance coming into the heavy braking zone of the Turn 1 chicane.
Yeah. The lethal Turn 1 chicane.
Also here, of course, is Anthony Davidson. Now,
Right. What's the race strat saying? Not sure I want to touch fuel too much, but we'll drop it down. Drop down a smidge. Hope we've not screwed ourselves over. Okay, so lap 5. The softs will have buried themselves. I've been limping often. Yeah, I know. I don't think I was struggling for fuel here. I think I was okay. I'm over. I'm not under fueling the car deliberately, so I should be all right. We'll see. We'll see. If it's blatantly obvious very early on, we'll do a cheeky reset real quick. Maybe. If it's going to mean we're a long way back, but we'll see. You're right, though. We do need to be a bit careful. Maybe we'll bump it up a smidge then. Maybe we won't take quite as much off. There we go. Right, I think, yeah, we'll keep with the projected strategy and we'll start there.
Right, let's get the car up to temperature on this lap, please. We're loading the gears, so
We'll get the
let's
wheel
go
spin.
through them all if you can. No rain expected. No rain expected for the time being.
I like that. I like how they add that little element of doubt. No rain expected. No rain expected for the time being. Thanks, Mark. I mean, I appreciate Mother Nature be a mistress unto herself, but And would like to think for a 3-hour race period, we could be accurate enough to dispel any rumours of rain in most conditions. I reckon we should be able to get past Ricciardo in these first couple of laps. We got in front Alonso. Old wily Alonso. He could be problematic. Beautiful.
Superb parking there, mate. Let's make sure we get the edge on the surrounding drivers as the
I'm
lights
not
go
looking
out.
forward to this first corner. God damn it, Axo.
We're accumulating somewhere on the MGUK. To manage
Oh,
the
God, I'm being
slow out
sandwiched.
ERS deployment mode.
Yeah, that was awful. But where did they want me to go? I was slow away in first gear. Managed to avoid wheel spin, but there's so many around me. I couldn't go anywhere else. Oh God. Right. We'll okay, I've been hit from behind, but that's fine. Like, I felt like I got away alright there, and was he just on my outside? He was. But there's nowhere to go there, buddy. And he kind of did conk me in on the side, so not entirely sure what he wanted me to do. AI definitely says no, yeah. Right, we'll try one more. And if not, we'll just have to... I don't know what we'll do. No. Alright. We won't be clever on the throttle. We'll try and be clever on the throttle, it didn't work. We are going to dive bomb down the inside though. We have taken Ricciardo. A tickle. It was a tickle. Oh yeah, Ricciardo lost out big time. Don't know what happened to him. Oh God. Schumacher's just, thank you very much, driving around the outside. But we'll go down his inside. Thank you very much. Let's take a look at that. That'll look better. It was a love tap, indeed. Let's have a look from there. Don't press the wrong button. Yeah. He was, yeah, just straight through. But we caught him back up here. Yeah, it was just there, wasn't it? It's annoying. The camera switched as we actually saw the crossover, but that was a nice little move. 'Twas a love tap indeed. More refs. I was trying, Sam. Trying, well, enough revs to get it going, not so much to spin our that away, but I think we were all right there. How you doing, Mullet? How goes it? Coming back again.
That start was okay. Now stay alert for threats around you.
That was better. A better turn one at least. Oh, we did actually take some damage with the love tap with Alonso. Balls. Still, it doesn't seem to be hurting performance too much. We're gaining. So, we'll...
We're accumulating some wear on the engine UK. To manage
Mark,
this,
we're
we
accumulating
need to
wear
lower
on
the DRS
everything.
deployment mode.
Right, let me... Before I forget. No wing repair. Because at the moment it doesn't feel like it's impacting things. We're going to make how's the temperature going? All good. We're still in the first season of my team, thanks bud. So we're still kind of working our way up, but we're currently vying for 6th in the constructors. Ooh, a little lock up there into the turn 1, but close the gap down a bit. We've got Sainz. Oh, Sainz dropped back a bit then as well. Oh, he must have been further back. And then in the Drivers' Championship, I think we're vying for 11th or 12th, with a handful of points. So, but again, in our debut My Team season, not bad. The engine's actually in decent
Available on the MFD.
nick, really. I don't want to pit a lap early, really. Science is gaining though. So yeah, we're doing all right. I think if things carry on as they're going now, we'll be in a good position for the end of the year. It's not raining. It's fine. Don't tempt the rain gods, BR. Oh, we've got DRS though. Sainz is on a mission though. He's gaining. He's gaining. He's gaining. Oh, they're slow through there though. Who's that at the front of the queue? Is that Hamilton? Yeah.
Okay, we're looking at some gearbox wear, so try to keep the number of shifts to a minimum, please.
As long as we haven't lost any gears yet. Don't do it, Sainz.
No need to worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good.
Jolly good. Not what you said a minute ago, Mark, but never mind. Come and have out some snow, that would be fun. I don't have my snow chains with me, Demon. Ooh, Alonso was slow through there. We're all going to have DRS though, it's going to be a massive DRS train.
Mark, there's a group of slower cars coming up ahead of you.
Are there?
Okay, we want you to hit this lap, so push now, push.
Yeah, I mean, it might as well be held up together with duct tape at this rate. Oh, Sainz was thinking about it. Please don't. I want to live. Got on the ERS a bit too soon. That's going to let Sainz pass, I think. Try not to make it easy, going to stay on the inside.
Try to stay with them. They might make a mistake and we could still regain the position.
Yeah, just managed to hold it. Oh, I'm lucky that these two are fighting so hard in front to keep me in it, really. Oh, Norris! I want to come in though. I can't come in. I have to stay out. Oh, this is going to be bad. This is going to be bad. This is going to be bad. Oh, it's heavy on the brakes. Can we go round the outside? Oh, we've somehow made that work. Oh, need a little breather. Let's have a look at that. That will look bloody spectacular, I don't doubt. Right, we'd been had. There was no reason that we should have held on to that with Sainz there, but I don't know why. I mean, Alonso, I guess it made sense to cover the inside line, but he had to brake so hard on the inside there to get down, and he took quite a lot of curb. We just had a lovely run through there. Beautiful, very cheeky. Let's what a move on Alonso. I mean, it was pretty nice. Let's have a look from back here because it'll look better here. I think we'll get a full sense of how close we were. I mean, he thought about it there, didn't he? Look, he did his little Alonso flick. No, can't move across there. Got to cover off Sainz, and then he didn't really have anywhere to go, so we could just drive round. Actually, we were lucky that the brakes held together on those tyres because there was no lock-up from anyone, actually, because one person locking up there would have been it, but we were lucky he didn't. Look, he started to move. He started to move out here. He looks to try and straighten up because he realises he's taking too much curve, but he can't. Fortunately, he didn't carry on actually and take us out. But and then you just said thank you very much. Exactly. Always polite and kind. Right. If we can stay ahead of these two for the remainder of this. Oh bloody hell! Alonso's charging. We'll put him on the inside. A bit too much curve there. Oh, but Alonso did as well. He was squirrely out of that. That's good. It's backed him off into Sainz a bit. We should be able to get into the pits this time rather than Lando blocking us. The only slight issue will be if it screws over our teammate a little bit, perhaps, but not a lot we can do about that now. Alonso's coming. He's coming.
Got a gap of about 3 seconds between you and the next car.
Oh, the grip's gone. Oh, Alonso having a real wobbly though, coming out of the Ascari chicane there. And Sainz is up now into 4th, so that's alright. Right. Nice pit, please.
Okay, the incident's been cleared. Let's get back up to racing speed. Come on.
And everyone's coming in. So that's going to help us. Oh, right. Oh! No, okay, that was alright. Teammate is in the pits as well, okay, so we need to try and
coming in for his stop now.
try and make this nice and quick.
That was a fantastic
Yeah, look at that, no double stack needed. No delay rather on the double stack. Lovely stuff.
Look after these tyres now. You want to finish the race on this compound.
Oh, Norris! Tell you what though, that move on Alonso has really helped us. That's put us up into 7th now. And oh, Albon's out. Oh, safety car.
Car's being stopped on track. Mind your delta.
That's interesting. It's been a long time since we've had a safety car in the session. And this will help us a little bit by just keeping these tyres fresher to the end. The only thing it doesn't really help us on is any slight disadvantage we're going to have from the front wing damage. But there's no point coming in now. And even if we knew this was going to happen, I think we would have lost far too many positions. We'd have definitely held up our teammate in the pits. So, yeah, nothing we could have done like that, but never mind. That's unsafe. Surely you thought that of Hamilton coming out, Haxo. I thought he might have. Yeah, I thought it was perhaps a tad late, but I guess there was plenty of space. So keep the heat in the tyres.
Catch up to the field a bit, we're dropping too far back. Remember, we need to stay within 10 car lengths of the next car.
Trying. I assume we're going to need one more lap. The cars aren't showing up on the mini-map anymore, so I think they've been cleared away. Let's see if it's going to come in this lap or if it's going to have one more. I assume one more lap behind the safety car.
We think we might see some rain. ETA about 15 minutes.
Oh god, thanks Mark. Bloody rain gods, I think we'll be alright. I think we can probably make it just to the end. There might be some light spots coming down, but I think we'll be alright. How are we doing on fuel? Oh yeah, we did have plenty. And we will do behind the safety car when we're not pushing as well, so never mind. Better to have a little bit too much here than not enough, and as you say, limp home. We'd have been buggered for sure. Oh, Norris, when you were exiting the pit. Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, we didn't have the best of luck there, really, because Norris blocked us off from really being able to come into the pits on our original designated lap, and then of course, yeah, he was desperate to get past us and hold that advantage. But tell you what, we had a good lap, and he must have had a fairly mediocre out lap for us to have been that close as well. I must admit, I'm surprised. I mean, maybe there is, and I'm just not aware of it. But here we go. I'm surprised that there's not a rule to say that if there's a car coming out of the pits, cars on the main straight can't cross the white line, because the whole point is that the car coming out of the pit can't cross that line as a protective measure, because that's effectively their way out. But racing-wise, I mean, I know you're supposed to respect that, but I don't know if there is actually anything formal there, and technically the game should have penalised Norris there, but
the track is clear, green flag. The gap to your teammate behind is 3.5 seconds.
oh, so we're going to have to squeeze Hamilton, and Hamilton's getting caught up.
With 5 laps of fuel remaining, 5 laps of fuel left.
Lost the place to Ocon, that's annoying. But time. We'll see if we can make that up.
Use your overtake button more. It's time to utilise some of this energy. Come on.
Mark, the race has only just restarted. Give us a second, mate. Yeah, cheeky Norris indeed. He's definitely pulling out all the all the cheeky moves today.
If you can get past, make use of the
Oh.
overtake button and see what you can do.
Yellow flags for what? Who went
Yellow
off?
flag.
Oh, it's these two. It's Leclerc. Oh, Leclerc going slowly. And who's that in front of him? It's Perez. Oh God, it's going to be 4 wide into the
Okay, they're out of this race.
first corner. Oh, it's locked up from all of them. Looking up from all of them. Bloody hell! Oh, and Hamilton's cut across us. We've lost more front wing. Sainz is now attacking. Bloody hell. I hope we didn't need that. I mean, we shouldn't do. Monza's a very low downforce track, so...
Here's some information on Tsunoda for you. They've got some kind of mechanical problem.
Good. Not for them, but, you know. One less person out in front. Oh, I've lost the grip I need there. Can't get around the corner. God, Sainz is going to be all over me. I'm going to go backwards. Going to struggle here in the middle of the corner. Oof. Might have just held it. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Mullet. 3 times. 3 times Norris has screwed us there.
Right, we've got enough fuel for 3 more laps.
Right, so 2 laps left. To keep ahead of Sainz. To save ERS where we can to defend. And hope that Ocon and Hamilton perhaps have a coming together. Out in front. Oh. She won't turn, Captain. He's going to have DRS on me now. I have to make him go around the inside, which he's going to do there, but he's backed out. Not sure he had to there, to be honest. You can go around the outside, my friend. Try and push you all the way over.
Keep on him, you might make a mistake.
Oh. Now, was he in front of me? No, I was behind him. The DRS, that's good. Okay, I'm going to be able to come back at him, and Magnussen's attacking now. Oh, who's turned us? Okay, well, that's just not on. Let's see what happened there. That must have been Sainz. He was tucked in behind us, and I saw that, and then he locked up. He's going to lock up coming down the inside and just steamroll into us, which is what I thought would happen to someone. Right, I don't know what we can really do. Try and get a bit more of a gap in front of him. Oh, it's me locking up now, though. managed to stay ahead. Blocked off the inside. Last lap. All or nothing. Curb around here are horrible. That lack of front wing, however little downforce it was giving, is certainly being felt now. Go around the long way, Sainz.
Okay, just 2 laps of fuel remaining now.
Been squeezed for what we're worth. Managed to block him off the inside there. Magnussen's now coming back. Oh, they're all here. Oh, he's turned on. Oh, he's caught us again. Cheeky sod. I wanted to avoid flashbacks on this. We had such a good race last race. With I think they only had that one flashback for a slightly dodgy corner. He just dipped down the inside. Don't know how far ahead we were. I would say I was ahead all the way going into that corner, and I'm not sure I needed to leave. It's difficult, the closing distance there. I feel like we left quite a bit of space, and you could probably see that's where we were going, but never mind. Let's try and hold it. Oh, is he going to beat us to the line? He is. Never mind, we couldn't hold it with the downforce, but eighth is good. Oh, and they're all bloody coming past. Oh, bloody hell! Trying to get you off the track, yeah. Driver of the day, Esteban Ocon. Well, good on you, sir. Well, that was a very entertaining race there at Monza, despite being screwed over by Lando and the likes. That was a good race, good battles there. Where did Lando finish? Third. They got onto the podium. Fair play. He was really gunning for it. I mean, he was pushing all the way through. But eighth is a really good finish for us. Another 4 points. I think.
That was a commanding performance today.
I think that will see us jump up in the drivers and constructors. Yeah, let's have a look. Yes, see, we're just ahead now of Bottas. We're firmly secured in 11th. Again, I think it's going to be difficult unless we somehow manage to get like a race win to catch Esteban Ocon in 10th. But I think for the first season, to be placing, as close to the top. So actually, we're in the top half because it's 11 and there's 22 drivers on the grid. So top half of the grid. That's not bad going. And then looking at the constructors. Yes, we have just pipped Alfa Romeo. So as long as we can keep ahead of them in the next couple of races, I think again if we can finish 6th, effectively half, in the top 50% in the constructors in our first season, I think that's jolly good going overall. Let's see if the highlights caught any of the on-track action and the horrible start that we had. Although this is probably the best of all of them. Although I was actually slow away. Anyway, I was delayed with the lights, but I don't know quite how we managed this. We just managed to find a way down the inside, and no one turned in too soon, and we managed to keep away from Alonso, who took a lot of curb actually, probably more curb than he needed to. But yeah, we got away nicely there, and we were. Yeah, this is when we had. It was Schumacher. I mean, Schumacher had a good race start as well, really. But we managed to pip him here into the corner, and that's a great shot. Again, I wish they'd give us this utility to do the slow-mo moves on the track. So where do we skip to next? We were quite a ways down from Alonso at this point, just trying to hold off the likes of Schumacher, who was actually alongside us there, but I think we managed to beat him into the corner. And then, oh, so this is this was the restart. So they don't think anything else happened then until the restart. And this is when we were right on the back of Lando, and we dove down the inside past, or on the inside. Look at that. That's a great shot as well. Beautiful. Yeah, down the inside of the likes of Hamilton. In fact, and we're trying to beat him out here, but this is where we touched and we lost a bit of front wing. And unfortunately, with that little wiggle, we came out behind Ocon as well. And this is where, unfortunately, Leclerc has to pull off the side. But this is, yeah, there's 4 of us here. Nightmare. This is where we kind of peaked. We didn't have any more top line speed, unfortunately, and there was no DRS at that point. But we managed to somehow avoid the lockups of the cars, and we were going quite well there. Had a nice little loop round. It's a shame we couldn't get out ahead of Hamilton, but he had better drive off of the corner really there. And then, yeah, right here at the end, Sainz pipping us, but it was very close. Very, very close. And there's Ricciardo, so he finished strong as well. What happened to Schumacher? Schumacher dropped down a little bit, so I guess maybe in the pit stops he fucked it, but Magnussen caught up as well. But yeah, another good race. Cars feeling competitive. Oh, now we must have outscored Lance Stroll as our rival, so that must be a win on the rivalry. Oh, do we not get rival points for that? Not going to show us. Oh, never mind. Maybe it'll show us in the next one. Please wait.
We need your
Marketing
input
department
here.
event. Oh god.
It's not an easy choice. I know.
Oh, we've got a new rival to consider. Oh, okay, fine. So Ocon or Ricciardo. Well, let's go for Danny Rick. Let's go for Danny Rick. So we did beat
Thanks. I
Lance Stroll.
appreciate you taking the time to help out.
Okay, brilliant. And we will leave things there then. Until next time. Alrighty, well, thanks everybody for tuning on in. I hope you've enjoyed. I think that was a fairly good outcome overall. We got a what was that? That was 16th in Zandvoort, and then 8th in Monza. So a good outing overall, indeed. Alrighty, well, I think hopefully be streaming some Grounded on Friday. Yeah, Friday. If not, we'll do something else. Then, and there might be a Millie stream later on in the week at some point. So yeah, keep an eye out for that. But yeah, thanks everybody for watching along this evening. We'll go raid. Who can we raid? Cassa's streaming. We'll go raid Cassa. Haven't been. See them in a little while. But yeah, thanks everyone. Good to see everyone. Cheers for stopping by. Have a good rest of your Tuesday evening, whatever you're doing. And yeah, catch you again real soon. Ciao for now.